We're making a documentary about religion.
Oh, boy.
And why doesn't he just obliterate the devil and therefore get rid of evil in the world?
He will.
He will.
Yeah,
What's he waiting for?
In political circles, it is simultaneously one of the most anticipated and most feared movies of the fall. Not W, but Bill Maher's documentary Religulous, a scathing attack on the lack of common sense in organized religion. Many will call this the most offensive movie they've ever seen, though most of those people won't actually see it. Others will call it brilliant, but first and foremost, it's truly funny.
You're a senator. It worries me that people are running my country who believe in a talking snake.
You don't have to pass an IQ test to be in the Senate, though.
Starting with Catholicism and ending with Islam, the film is Maher's personal indictment of every faith, and he skewers each one with a surprisingly endearing, folksy style. Generally, not always, but generally, he doesn't condemn the regular folks he interviews, but calmly and often rather pleasantly points out what, to him, makes them crazy and ultimately, therefore, dangerous.
How we define what is crazy or not crazy about religions is ultimately up to how we define crazy.
You start disputing my God, and you've got a problem.
I think this is an important movie, challenging many beliefs many of us are unwilling to talk about. Mainly, though, you'll laugh a lot. Please see it, even if it makes you uncomfortable. That is my take on the film. Now it's time for our new segment, the Critics Roundup. We've invited film experts from around the country to join in on the discussion. Joining us today, Matt Singer from IFC, Tony Senecal, she's the entertainment reporter for WNYW, that's our affiliate in New York City, and Joe Layden, the film critic for Variety. Welcome, everybody, and we'll begin with you. Matt Singer, see it, skip it, or read it?
Well, Ben, I think if you walk in expecting to find it hilarious or expecting to find it, blasphemous, I think you're going to be right either way. Personally, I enjoyed it. I laughed. I say see it.
Tony Senecal.
All right, I think it was absurdly amusing, moved to outrageously entertaining. If you are an atheist or agnostic, I definitely say see it.
And Joe Layden.
It's sharp, it's insightful, it's snarky, it's sarcastic, it's Bill Maher. I liked it a lot. I laughed a lot. Go see it.
Matt Singer, do you think Bill Maher went far enough here, or did he need to push the envelope even further?
Well, it's interesting. I think different people would have different things to say about it. If they were a person of faith, they might say he went way too far, he's being outrageous, he's being offensive. On the other hand, if somebody was a skeptic, they might feel the opposite. They might want Bill Maher to maybe talk to some, people who are in theology, that have thought about these things a little more than the people we see in the movie who are very much just believers. He spends a lot of time interviewing people who disagree with him.
Does that strategy mean that he'll be able to convert anybody who watches this movie?
If you're a believer, I don't think this movie is going to talk you out of your belief, because you got to remember that, it is called belief. It's not called certainty.
The Tony Senecal, let me ask you, do you think there's a religious audience anywhere in this movie?
No. I don't think so. I think they'll probably be picketing outside, but I don't think they'll actually buy a ticket and go inside and see it. I think they're going to be completely against this movie. And I think that Bill, in his effort to, find answers to all these big questions, I don't think he was looking to convert anyone. Like you guys said, he was kind of setting up people to make fun of them.
I disagree with you there. I think he is definitely hoping to convert people. I mean, you guys seem to agree that he has no chance of actually succeeding, but I think his hope was not just to make fun of people, but to make people think about this.
I think his hope was to make funny. I think his hope was to make it funny. That he's a comedian.
Well, I don't think that, he really feels that deeply religious people are going to come see this movie because, let's face it, what I call the professionally outraged have learned their lessons from, trying to launch boycott campaigns against Jean-Luc Godard's Hail Mary or Scorsese's The Last Temptation of Christ. I mean, they protested these movies. Both of those movies made more money than anybody expected.
Matt, did you think it was equal opportunity in its dismissiveness of all faiths?
It does kind of get some time in with a lot of different religions. I think fundamentalist Christians are clearly the main target of the movie. They get the most abuse in the movie. But there is enough in there for different religions. The thing is about all these different religions is that Bill Maher can walk into any comedy club in America and say the word Scientology and get a laugh just by saying the word because people think it's so silly and absurd. But what I think the movie does a nice job of pointing out is that that's a perspective of someone who doesn't believe in it. And from someone who does believe it, it's not silly. And anyone looking from the outside of any religion could probably poke holes in any of them.
I want to direct the final question here to Tony Senecal. It has to do with the director, Larry Charles, who also brought us Borat. Similarly offensive, also very funny.
Yes.
Any chance that Religulous has has anything like Borat's box office success?
I don't think so, but I think that they cleverly use the same tool, and that's they take these people that have no idea kind of what's in store for them and really kind of make fun of them. But I think the movie was as funny as Borat.
All right, guys, so it's unanimous. We all say see religulous. Again, thank you guys for your opinions. Look forward to talking to you again soon.